Vannacht om 3 uur onze tijd spreekt Barack Obama zijn allerlaatste State of the Union uit. Een soort troonrede van de Amerikaanse president. Een toespraak waar de hele wereld naar kijkt, waar maandenlange voorbereiding aan vooraf gaan. Maar de immer coole Obama had gisteravond blijkbaar nog even genoeg tijd om een avondje in België door te brengen.
Thank you, everybody. How are you? How are you? All right. Thank you, everybody. Please be seated.
I was sitting there, and the moment he arrived, and I saw this man, I can't believe it.
Ik was verbluft.
And you know, I'm a big fan of Dries Van Acht. Dries, where you at? We're in the house tonight. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, he took my heart. So I thought this was an experience. I have had a few in my life, but this was extraordinary.
Het is niet de 44ste president van de VS, maar Reggie Brown. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. So you fooled them all these hot shots. Is that like a regular day at the office for you?
It is, and first I thank you for speaking English, because I was trying to follow the show backstage, and it was rough. But yeah, that's my job for the past about 7 years now.
7 years of being Barack.
Yeah.
Have you, because everyone has seen all the pictures, images of Barack getting older, basically, on the job, getting grayer and grayer. Have you been growing up with him as well?
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with at this point, you know, and I feel for him because he's faced so much stress and adversity, and yeah, I add so much more gray in my hair, little age lines, and it's I have to do some more development soon because he's getting older.
Has he like crept under your skin, become part of the person you are now?
I think that he's definitely served as a role model. He's someone I've always respected, so in that sense, yes, you know, he's kind of someone who I model my life after. He's a great man. He's a very educated man. And it's funny because in politics, people try to mudsling all the time and, you know, take away from their character, but the worst thing they could come up with was, oh, no, he's from Kenya? I don't know. You know, which is ridiculous. They couldn't get him on being a bad husband, bad father, bad politician. He's a great man, and I respect him a lot, and I tried to carry that through my performance, and I think that's why it's gotten me as far as I am today.
There's always a starting point for something like this. There's someone who says, oh my God, you look like Barack Obama. At some point it started. How did that start for you?
Well,
does Barack drink beer?
He does, but he likes Bud Light, which is terrible beer.
Yeah. You're out of character now, not drinking your Bud Light. No. So how did it start?
Around 2001, I'm originally from Chicago, so my brother came home, my older brother Lawrence, and he said, you know, you look a lot like this guy Barack who plays basketball at the East Bank Club. But I didn't
Is that
think,
a gym or something?
Yeah, it's where a lot of the, you know, athletes, wealthier people, you know, in Chicago work out. And I was just like, okay, whatever, went on about my day. Later on that week, a woman came into the restaurant I was working at and said, you look so much like my professor. His name's Barack Obama. You should Google him. So I Googled him, and I saw him. I said, I don't look like this guy. You know, I was 21 years old. He was, you know, about in his 40s, and he had big ears, and, you know, he was really skinny, and I just didn't see it. But as the time went on, and I started to mature, and, you know, my face and my everything else, and every time I wore a suit down the street in Chicago, people would stop and say, you're Senator Obama. And I'd say, no, I'm not. You know, but I'd start getting free drinks, free meals, free taxi. Hey. Oh, yeah.
You knew what your career move had to be.
Yeah, it was
let's see another clip of you in action.
Give me a hug. It's good to see you.
It's total chaos as our Les Trent walks with the president through Washington's Union Station.
I want to thank you all for coming out today.
It's the camera. Obama! Over here, Obama!
Mr. President, this way.
It might seem simple what I'm trying to say.
Obama Gundam style. Obama Gundam style.
Right now in the United States, you have to go through more of an ID check to buy alcohol than you do a gun. So from this moment forward, I'm issuing an executive order that you cannot buy a gun without a six-pack.
That's good advice.
Thank you.
I can imagine that the climax would be ultimately to meet Obama.
I met him briefly, but it wasn't the way I planned.
No.
No, it was in 2012 at a fundraiser. Secret Service is everywhere. I was in the up-front VIP section, so I'm next to Foo Fighters and Mila Kunis and Jack Black and all
these celebrities.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little clip right there. And no, I wasn't in character, but he just came by and said, hey, it's good to see you, or something like that. And I said, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. And it was that fast.
That was it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the White House this year. I got a year left.
But he has to see you looking like him, right?
He sees me, yeah. He knows who I am. I mean, we're both Chicago guys, and it's just, I've been waiting on the invitation. So, Mr. President, if you're watching.
If you're watching Dutch TV,
I know this is your favorite show, yes.
Invite him. In November, Barack will be out of a job, obviously. We're going to have a new president.
It's actually around January. And the election's in November, so when they switch office, so I have a year left. Don't cut me more short than I have.
Okay. You'll be working till January, but I mean, how is life after being Barack for so many years? What are you going to do?
That's a great question, and that's something everyone asks. So just like when everyone told me I looked like the president in the beginning, I decided to listen and say, what can I do with this? So I decided to go the comedy route because it's something that can be renewing. It brings people joy, and people keep asking, what are you going to do after he's out of office? You're unemployed. I said, you don't understand my business. I've set up my business to extend outside of the 2 terms. When he leaves office, he's going to start a speaking tour. Bill Clinton makes $250,000 every time he gets up. President Obama will start at least making that, and when they can't afford him, they come my way. So that's the reason.
For a fraction of the price, obviously.
Yeah, very small fraction of that price. But
and I heard also that you're going to be in a movie with Brad Pitt.
yeah, that was awesome. I did a couple films this past year. There's Barbershop 3 with Ice Cube and Common, Nicki Minaj, an amazing character, amazing cast. And I just did War Machine. We shot in London with Brad Pitt, Topher Grace, John Magaro, and an amazing cast. So it was something where I respect him as an actor. He's one of my favorite actors my whole life. And he gets out of the car and sees me like this, and the first thing out of his mouth is, "Oh my God, you're so amazing!" And I said, "Brad Pitt's telling me I'm amazing." You know, so
It was worth it all. It was
yeah.
worth it all. Good luck and enjoy
Thank
being
you.
Obama. Thank you so much.